Welcome to the WNBL Fast Break Series. We have Sydney Uni Flames' most recent addition in Keely Froling on with the show. How are you, Keely?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for coming. Let's just jump into everything WNBL. Starting off, you've played alongside your twin sister early in your career. Now you went your own ways for a little while. You've jumped on to Sydney Uni Flames this year, and your ex-club in the Caps has just replaced Froling for Froling with your sister, and you'll be facing off a sister showdown in round one against your ex-club. Like, how's that for a hype up to the season opener?
Yeah, it definitely adds a little bit of extra motivation to that first game. I mean, I don't really need that much extra motivation, but definitely makes it that little bit more we have to win. But yeah, it's cool that she gets to go back to Caps, and I'm really excited to start here at Sydney Uni.
For sure. What is the family dynamic like? Do you guys just have a group chat? I imagine it's overly competitive. Your brother's also representing Australia internationally, and yeah, what's that like?
Yeah, we are super competitive. Not so much in the group chat. I think, it's kind of reserved for when we're together and that sort of thing, and always talking a bit of smack. So, but it is also really supportive, and it's nice to have people in the same situation as you.
So come round one, are you going to have the family in the crowd? Who are they going to be supporting? Is it a half jumper type situation?
Yeah, so unfortunately Mum and Dad are in Queensland, so they're not allowed down here for a little bit of time, but they'll definitely, everyone will be watching on all the networks and supporting, and Mum just says, good luck, and they'll leave it at that. Hope you guys play well. That don't really care too much about the winner. So
yeah, that's probably a good way to be. And I guess another big announcement that's come out from Sydney in the past couple of weeks is that their new addition in Keely, it will be co-captaining the side with Lauren Mansfield. What an honour, I guess, to join the club and receive that, especially at a young age as well.
Yeah, it's really cool, really special, I think, and exciting too. Like you said, we're a really young team, and it makes me feel a little bit old on this team, but I have been around the league for a while now, and been around some really great leaders, so I hope I can do that for the club and the girls as well.
Yeah, for sure. And so jumping into WNBL, it's going to be very exciting to kind of return to a bit of normality. You guys playing the first, I guess, doubleheader with the NBL.
Yeah, so excited. It feels like it's been a long preseason, but also a short preseason, where everyone's ready just to go and play that first game. We've been training really hard, and I think just to get a gauge of where we're at and see, all that hard work we've been doing on the floor. So we're really excited to get it going, and hopefully get a really big crowd there and get a win, fingers crossed.
Yeah. And how have you been settling into Sydney, I guess? I did see a couple of fun surfing snaps on your Instagram with your co-captain. What has it been like in Sydney?
Yeah, it's been really great. A lot of the girls were here for, a fair bit of time before I got here. So they'd all settled in and, knew the ropes, which helps. And came in, and a lot of our time is spent training or napping because we're so tired, and then exploring some of the sites, doing a bit of shopping, obviously, as well. So it's been really good, and I'm really excited to, a new city for me, and doing all the different things like surfing and that, and trying to do a little bit of that before season starts, and then it gets really serious, and we're just traveling, and that really locked into the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the off season has been pretty busy and hectic for you. You got to have your first senior Opals call up, I guess, to the FIBA Asia Cup, came away with a bronze medal. Congratulations. How do you sum up that whole experience?
Oh, it was amazing. A really good opportunity, I think, and just had a great time. It was a really good bunch of people, and we just had a good time over there. Obviously, we would have loved to be in that gold medal game, and I think we could have got there, but just a really great experience with some of my best friends were there as well, so it was nice to have that, minus the quarantine at the end, but thankfully that's all done now.
Yeah, we try to forget about that.
Yeah.
And I guess next year is a big calendar year for you and a bunch of all the WNBL players with the FIBA Women's World Cup returning to home shores in Sydney. So a big lead up to that, but also you've been a key feature of the Australian 3x3 team, and they're going to be playing in the Commonwealth Games next year. How exciting to pull on the Australian gear and represent at the Com Games.
Yeah, so exciting. A huge year, like you said, a lot coming up and a lot to look forward to. But yeah, I think Com Games is going to be awesome and something really exciting, for 3x3, a whole new world, really. We were really disappointed we didn't go to that Olympics, but to get to a Com Games, I think that'll be a great experience, and then build for Paris really as well. And then you speak about having a World Cup in Sydney. How awesome to have a World Cup on our own shorelines and here as well, so we're really excited for that, and a lot of things to work really hard for and try and get into those teams.
Does that just add a bit of fuel in your belly going into the WNBL season as well? Like, it's kind of a lot of preparation for next year and preparing yourself to make that squad.
Yeah, I think it's always in the back of your mind, but for me now, I'm focused on WNBL, and we've set some goals for the Flames group, so focus on that, take one step at a time, and then kind of have that in the back of my mind for next year, and kind of as we get through the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess for fans at home that aren't fully well across the 3x3 competition, and I guess the way it's played, you guys came off a 2019 gold medal at the FIBA World Cup, which is so awesome. Can you give us a little breakdown for those fans at home that aren't fully across it?
Yeah, so I guess it's kind of like a super fast-paced, high-speed, physical, half-court game of basketball in 10 minutes. So if you think of like a rugby sevens version of basketball, that sort of thing. But it's really fun and really good to watch as well, and obviously fun to play, but really hard to play as well. You end up with a lot of bruises and you're pretty tired after a few games.
I was going to say, it does look pretty physical, but I saw a few photos being posted around from the qualifying tournaments and stuff earlier this year, and yeah, everyone was a bit banged up by the end of it.
Yeah, definitely banged up. Definitely something you need knee pads for, because the floor's not that nice hardwood. So yeah, it's a physical game, but really fun, and I think really suits my style of game.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I can't wait to watch it. I know fans at home are going to be super excited to see what happens next year. Heaps of basketball going on, but it all kicks off with the WNBL. So good luck for Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be great to see you and Alicia go head to head.
Yes, I can't wait.
Great to have you here, Keely.
Thank you so much.